What's up, everybody? It's another Mundane Monday with Ballbreakers Podcast. Follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. And don't forget to subscribe on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, and YouTube. Here's Floppy Rock.
Thank you, Trout. We actually saw you today at X Athletics. We had a wonderful workout today, and I'm sitting with the three ball breakers who were also part of the workout. And a lot of fun faces we saw today, too. How's everyone feeling?
Feeling really good. Today was a lot of fun. Got to work out with my friends, meet some new people. It was a solid start to my Saturday. It was also a very nice day outside. Went for a little jog. No complaints. Shout out to Earl for running a class. You're really good at that, Earl. Gotta say.
That was kind of. I didn't even realize that you were like full on running it until the very beginning. I thought Coach Lee was running it.
Yeah, I used to do that all the time. I actually really wish I could make a living doing it. Unfortunately, I just can't. It's just not the way it really works.
You'll open up your own gym eventually.
I would love to do
believe in
that.
you.
I would really love to do that.
How do you feel over there, Pipsqueak?
Well, that was just like very uncalled for, and I'm not a pipsqueak, but I feel good. I had a great workout, great day, beautiful morning. I mean, beautiful. Earl was a fantastic coach. It was really exciting to be there.
I'm sorry.
Jerk off.
Ballbreakers Podcast had to, but yeah, it was a beautiful day.
My belly just feels full, man. I just feel so like
Your belly.
I just feel so full. Like I was telling one of our friends who worked out this morning, Megan, she was asking me some things about the workout, and I was telling her, like, you know what, I'm kind of nervous. Because, like, I don't know if people are going to show up. And there was a lot more people than I really expected. And seriously, just kind of, I guess I'll just be, like, really corny or cheesy or whatever, but I really do want to say thank you to everyone who did come. It means a lot to me personally, and then these three can speak for themselves, of course, but just for you guys to come and do that for us. I mean, nobody really wants to do work like that Saturday at noon, you know what I mean? That's not something that people like to do usually. So I do want to say thank you.
Just got to show up. I do also want to say thank you to you, Earl, for not only running the class, but also you were the biggest part easily of this podcast to get this event together, especially with your relationship with Coach Leaf. On that, I want to thank Coach Leaf for hosting just his ex-athletics gym, and just thank you for being a positive environment to be around.
Letting us use the space, especially. Yeah. I mean, I know
Equipment.
I just posted on Instagram, not for nothing. It's not possible without him.
Mm-hmm.
Without his small business, it's really not.
Yeah, nothing was made possible without his inspiration to start it, and then for us to be there and to feel comfortable being there as well, which I want to jump into that. And lastly, I want to thank the fans, like Earl said, and Doc and everyone else said. So
Shout out Coach Leaf.
Coach Leaf for sure. Also want to mention that our winner of the raffle today was Bella. Bella came to our workout and ended up winning the free raffle, and we will post her on our Instagram page as well as some other pictures from the workout. So congratulations to
And
Bella.
also, not for nothing, happy birthday, Bella.
Happy birthday!
It's
What
also
a day
her
for
birthday.
Bella.
I mean,
Happy birthday.
that was actually pretty cool. I forgot about that. Today was her birthday. She ended up winning the free raffle on her birthday. Yep, little
It was
signs.
meant to be.
And I want to talk about the experience real quick because I thought what was really interesting was, so the last time we had deadlifts as part of our workout, and it was a light jog, deadlifting, and then after that a nice little circuit that we went into. And when I was deadlifting, the last time I threw out my back, I'm actually blessed to say this is the worst injury I had, but the worst injury I had was throwing out my back, and I couldn't move for a few weeks. And I never deadlifted again after that. So today coming back, I did real light weights and was just working on the form. And I just want to say the experience was so nice because Ryan and the other coach, Tyler, and all the other coaches there as well were very supportive in helping me just figure out the form and understanding that it can lead to other injuries and stuff. And just focusing on that today, not so much the weight, and just being in full movement the entire time, keeping the heart rate up. It was just a really cool, positive environment to be around.
That's good. Yeah.
I'm not sure if any of you guys had any experiences you felt throughout or felt some type of way.
Well, I was just going to say how, when you're doing a lift like that, the form is so important. So, you fucked your back up because you were doing it wrong.
Mm.
But it probably felt like you were doing it the right way at the time. It could be a little micro adjustment that really means the most.
Hmm.
So yeah, Earl helped me a little bit with my deadlift, making sure I had the form right, and I just wanted to emphasize how important that is. And I'm glad that they made you feel comfortable.
It's hard.
Because sometimes it's hard to like make you. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but it's nice that they were able to help.
Even if you're a very secure person, I feel like sometimes insecurities come out from working out, especially when you're not the same strength as everybody or not the same condition. And in that place, I was actually talking to a lot of people who have worked out for a while, and they were just super cool, super positive, talking about what they did, and just working with you on you learning. Like that was cool. It was just cool how they kind of like the entire environment was nice. It was just helping out all around.
What are you thinking, Doc? What's your takeaway today, man?
I mean, they hit a lot of good points. I don't know. I enjoyed it. I like doing those kinds of workouts. It's different. It's not something I do on a daily. I'm more of a like Monday through
Bodybuilder,
Friday.
power
Yeah,
builder type
like
deal.
I'll do shoulders and buys and like have a set thing like that. Not so much of like what would you is that like a kind of like a hit workout, like a high intensity,
like when we talked about Ryan last week, like our general goal as coaches when you guys come into our gym at X Athletics, it's fitness first. Like you go, I said it last week. It's not much different if you were to go to Fit 45 in Sicklerville. That's a 45-minute workout. There's nothing different. You could go to any class like that. I know your girlfriend Doc said it reminded me of my kickboxing workouts. Like it's the same thing. Your goal is only fitness when you come here. We don't say, "Yo, come in here, walk on your hands 500 meters." You know what I mean? Like it's not anything like that. It's the main goal is just fitness. And during the workout today, while I was explaining some things, everything is scalable. We said it last week. I'll say it again today. I said it this morning when we worked out. There's people who come in there who are 70 years old, 65, 70 plus. I've even seen a girl work out in my old gym who was almost 80 years old. You know what I mean?
That's
And
awesome.
everybody can do something there. It doesn't matter your physical ability, physical ability first and foremost. It really doesn't matter. You can come in there and we'll always have something for you to do.
Dude, it's just fascinating that if you're just not that hard on yourself to work out and you just kind of look at it like a journey to get healthier, to move, kind of what you were elaborating on, how like the progress that comes with it. It's also more enjoyable too, in my opinion, if you look at it that way, as opposed to like, oh, I have to lose 15 pounds in 2 months.
So, and you guys were talking about environment, and it's just one thing that I always think about every single time I go there, whether it's at 5 in the morning or at noon or at 6 in the afternoon. It's just a room full of completely different people, and they only have one goal, which is to better themselves. And I think that's the best part about it. There's people who come in there, someone's a lawyer, someone's a doctor, someone's a nurse, someone is a janitor. It really doesn't matter. They have no hierarchy of who's who and what's what. They just come in there, forget about what the hell they have going on outside of their life, and they just move towards one goal, and that's making themselves better through fitness. And that's it.
I really like the group aspect of it as well. I was telling you guys earlier, it reminds me of when we would do workouts for baseball in the winter. We wouldn't really play baseball. We would just try to keep in shape and just do high intensity workouts like that.
It's very similar. Like kind of just to even elaborate more on what I was saying, there's somebody in the same gym as you who might be a millionaire, but then there's also a guy who might have very little, and their only goal is to get better. And I really want to say that's just the best part about it. It doesn't matter who you are, what you can do. You're just in there. I talked to one of the members who was there working out today, and I talked to him frequently because I used to coach him all the time, and he's a lawyer, and he would go in there after a stressful day, and basically by the end of it, he just felt better. You go in there, like a workout like today, for example, 20 minutes just moving. You're not really stopping moving. You're just moving. And you kind of forget the stressors that you bring in with you. Because at the end of the day, you're just working out there and just pretty much struggling to survive, right?
You're just getting through a workout.
That's
all you can focus on.
You're breathing, your muscles are hurting, you're sweating. You have no care in the world besides what's in front of you and what you're about to do or what you're doing. And I think that's actually the best part.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, it kind of translates to a lot about what can go on in everyone's regular day too. So you talk about how you go in there and that's your getaway with one goal and whatnot. I think you can do that with a lot of things in life. I think you can do that with when you go into your job. You guys, as a crew, have one goal, and then you leave for that, and you kind of that's your getaway to go into a different realm. And then you know, could be exercising, and after that, you go home, and then it could be all right. Like now, it's time to focus on family or relationship or whatever. But really, just living like present time and focusing on that goal currently happening, which
Yeah.
that gym kind of preaches it.
I
Not
remember
kinda, it does.
there was a somebody a while ago was talking about CrossFit and why it is significant for a lot of people. And realistically speaking, most people make it the best hour of their day. They come in there, there's music blaring. You know what I mean? Today, that music was loud. I felt the point where I was like, damn, my ears are kind of ringing. It's the best hour of your day. You go in there, you sweat with like-minded people, and forget.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you what, though. I'm going to be sore as all hell tomorrow.
I did a lot of squats today.
I'm going to be so sore.
Mm.
But that's the best part.
How you feeling over there, Pipsqueak?
Doc looks tired, man.
I'm beat. Well, I
hangry.
was up very early this morning for another workout that I didn't work out, but
I'm sorry. I just want to see how long I can get away with calling you Pipsqueak.
it won't last very long.
All right. Yo,
But
we
You
didn't.
said earlier I'm not a pipsqueak.
We never
It's
bought
funny.
that silly
Yeah.
string, and I lost that bet.
It's probably for the better. I mean, it's messy.
I told Doc I want him to slap me today.
Why?
He deserves some.
I will.
Are you
Gotta be-
cool with that?
Yeah, it's gotta be on camera though.
Yeah,
No, I wanted to be on camera. I'll let you slap me. That's why I want to call you Pipsqueak all episode to build that
Why?
anger up.
You
You're
want
not-
him
you're
to-
not
You want him to
making me
do it
angry.
harder?
Dude, after CrossFit, I'm amped up. I want him to slap the shit out of me, and I'll go run outside for a mile.
No, you won't.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds terrible.
I'm amped up. I thought today was really cool.
It was really
Remember
cool.
when you raced intern tone?
I got burnt. Oh, I got burnt.
That was really funny.
It was cold that day. It was 16 degrees, and my lungs collapsed. You ever run?
And you lost by a lot.
Oh yeah, I started walking half.
Considerable amount.
I watched him cross me by.
Wait,
Mm-hmm.
this just
Wait.
dawned on me. And we were talking about last week with Ryan and Rocco. You were asking him for advice for someone who's like scared to come, right? And I'm kind of intimidated to come to a CrossFit gym. What do you guys tell people now? You did it. You came and worked out. You guys never been
Well, it's
there or
funny 'cause
anywhere like that. So what do you guys?
After before Dana, my girlfriend was very nervous to go because she thought it was like, and then
It's intimidating. At
yeah,
first.
and then after she was saying like, yeah, I was nervous because I like see Earl's videos and I thought I was gonna have to like do some of the things he does, and I was like, I don't really think like that's like a little completely different. It's your
little more
first class,
advanced.
but yeah, no, it's not what I mean. I wasn't really informed on CrossFit that much until you started doing it, and we talked to Ryan last week.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not what people think or how people talk about it.
Mhm.
Well, I mean, I don't know.
And again, like
only did one
I keep
class.
going back to what we talked about last week. Like, of course, when you see it on TV and what Ryan was saying last week, those are the fittest of the fit. Like those people are the top 500 fittest people in the world, essentially. Quotations under fittest. You
Most
shouldn't.
fit, maybe.
yeah, it's most fit,
I don't care.
fittest.
Whatever.
I guess it could work, but you just can't say most fittest. I know that.
Yeah, no. Okay, go on.
Well, I just
Okay.
kind of want to accentuate how fit they are.
Yeah, they're the fittest.
All right, you
But,
got the
but
point.
that's like saying when you watch LeBron James play basketball. I don't even know what I'm trying to say, but you guys see what I'm saying, though.
He's the top 0.01%.
Yeah, and you would never like. We don't expect people to come in there and be LeBron James of CrossFit.
That was a perfect analogy, right? We like everyone you would think basketball is a very common sport to play with your friends, right? At that level.
Yeah, and
But you
realistically,
watch LeBron James, that's not it. But for CrossFit, we were watching the best of the best. We went there to just go for our level.
yeah, when you guys go on Instagram and you think my videos are intimidating, you should watch the people that are like 500 times better than me. But at the same time, like you're not nervous to go play pickup soccer at the park. You're not nervous to play pickup basketball at the basketball courts down the street. I would never be nervous to come to CrossFit because it's the same ideal.
I have a question for you. Does seeing those people who are more advanced in CrossFit than you are, does that make you change your goals over time, or does that make you stick to your own plan still?
I came to a realization a long time ago that I would just never do that. That I would
Change your
never,
goals by
Well,
comparison?
no, like I would never get to that level of fit. There's a girl who works out at X Athletics. Her name's Kelsey. She is one of those people. Like she is the top 1% every year in, year out. She was an Olympic bobsledder. 2 years ago. She recently made her comeback to CrossFit. She just worked out at the biggest fitness festival in the United States at Wadapalooza in Miami. And I see her, and then there's nothing fun about being a CrossFit athlete. I'll tell you guys that. I will.
Like a pro.
It's just like anything. Well, I can't say that. But when you become a CrossFit athlete, you guys are working 8 hours a day, but just working out.
It's like being a pro athlete
sounds
of any
brutal.
sport. Like you
My-
have to devote your life
One
to
of
it.
one of my old coaches, his name's Paul. He's from Washington Township. He won the CrossFit Games with the team in 2015, and he would tell me stories like I would wake up at 5 in the morning, eat 75 grams of oatmeal and 6 eggs. I would work out at 6:30, and then I'd have a 2-hour stretching session from 10:30 to whatever 12:30, and then he would go home and eat lunch at the gym, and then he would come back for his afternoon session at 3 and lift, and then he would go home and do whatever work he had to do. I think he was a student at the time. He would do his schoolwork, and then he would go back to the gym for his night session at 6. And then he would go to bed at 9 and do it all over again. It's
Sounds unhealthy, honestly. Even though the things you're saying that he's doing is the most healthy, but
but at the end of
everything's okay in
Can't even
moderation.
comprehend that.
at the end of the day, everything is a job when you take it to that point.
Yeah.
Well, right. It's really just about if he has a plan
And-
or everyone has a plan and what they're doing.
And think about even esports now, right? Like professional gaming. I'm sure you could find somebody who plays professional Call of Duty or professional Halo, and at a point it just we do it for fun. But at a point, right, you can only do so much. It can't be fun after you
Mm-hmm.
play 40 hours a week.
I do want to be the esports head coach at the school. They just opened up a position for it starting next year.
At high school?
Yeah,
Jesus.
there's at every high school in the district
What in the
too.
world?
Well, no. Well, so we have a friend who does esports and plays collegiate now. So I'm thinking because they opened up for collegiate levels, they got to do it for high school now.
Exists. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Maybe not around
well-
here.
well, I
yet,
think it's
but-
slowly expanding, but they may have. I don't know if they have one this year. They might have started it this year. I don't know, but I got an email seeing for openings for the future too, for next
You
year.
should do it.
I would love to. That'd be so cool.
I was kind of hoping somebody was going to tell Rocco that he sucks at the game and he
I
shouldn't
was-
be the coach. But
Well-
and then I had something else to say after one of you guys would say that.
No, but I feel like it's
Rocco,
not
you
that
suck
hard.
at the game. You probably shouldn't be the coach.
I feel no, just because my talent sucks. It doesn't
See,
mean I don't
but
read
here's
the
the
game.
thing, and I love this because I'm a coach myself at the gym, and there's plenty of athletes who are better than me,
Mm-hmm.
right? And I heard this on somewhere, but to be the composer of the orchestra, you don't have to know how to play every instrument.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Exactly.
And
If
just
you've-
think about that.
I mean, that's like me in baseball. Well,
Yeah.
I tell them all
Yeah,
the
you
time.
sucked at
I was
baseball.
I was a completely average baseball player, but I was
Yeah.
also a person
lot
who
of
paid
credit.
attention to the game of baseball and understood it.
And also there truly is no right decision in what play or strategy to use in sports. It's really how adjustable are you? How much do you understand the game, and how well can you piece together either a game plan or something are you aware of all the possibilities around you, who you're going against, the best possible matchup, the spacing, and say in Rocket League, right? If the ball's going to be hit deep or it's going to be a real slow game, there's too many variables to everything that comes with coaching that you're going to have a right or a wrong.
I don't think you guys let what I said resonate with you enough. Think about that.
No, I let it resonate. That's why.
the composer of an orchestra doesn't have to know how to play every instrument.
Well, right. Does
Mhm.
everything he orchestrates?
He just needs to know how to compose it.
And that could
They
that
just
could
need to know
be
how to bring it all together.
that could be for anything. It doesn't even
Being
have
a
to be
boss
in
at a
terms
job.
of coaching.
A coach of anything.
Think about just living your own life.
Dude, I'm sure a lot of coaches are successful because they've continually gone through an experience where they failed at a coaching experience and then just shaped it up and got better.
In order to succeed, you must fail.
Wasn't there a head coach that got hired in the NFL today that said, well, all these head coaches had to start as a head coach at some time, right? Wasn't that just said?
You mean as wait
I
what?
don't know.
He was all these great. It was something like where all
idea.
these great. I think it might have been Mike McDaniels. I don't remember, but it was along the lines of all these great head coaches also got hired their first head coaching job once too.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
That you can't beat that logic. He's right. Every great coach once was
A
a
first.
coach
First
for the
year.
first time. Just like every team that wins the Super Bowl every year, they score more points than their opponent.
Yeah, right. That's what I mean. There's just a simple logic to things.
Yeah.
Just accepting and patience sometimes. But you know what else I think about?
That's one thing you gotta stress in life. Keep it simple. Not just
Keep
sports.
it shrimple.
I always say that. I mean, I say that to my team. He's like, don't like overcomplicate things. Keep it simple.
Is being impatient ever a good thing? Is there a balance of patience? Can you give me a
That's
scenario?
like a really good question. I mean, I
Where
don't know.
impatience is good.
Yeah.
Or being impatient is a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, say it again?
Is there ever a time where impatience is a good quality?
Well, I mean, you can kind of spin that as if like you want something, go get it. You know, that kind of quote, something along those lines.
Yeah, like that would be.
There's
where
going to be impatience, right? That's the only thing I can think
Yeah.
of.
I was thinking that too, but
I think
don't.
it was a shitty question more
no,
than
no,
any
not really, because
interpretation.
everything we talk about has a balance, right?
No.
Like I feel like there's good times to get angry, just not at somebody, right? You can get angry with the result, and it's like all right because there's like emotion. Like we don't get
Dude,
angry.
you want to talk about anger?
Oh me. Oh
Dude,
Doc.
it's
Angry?
Doc, bro. Man,
There's a difference between being miserable and being angry.
you're both.
No, I'm not.
At like almost at all times.
I'm not
it feels.
angry.
You're not angry.
So you're saying that you're just miserable all the time?
I was miserable this morning, yes. But like I said, I was up early. It was, you never want to wake up early, and then like I was excited for the workout. I was just miserable.
Is
getting
anybody
there.
else just like still thinking about Rocco's question?
Yeah, I've been thinking about it this whole time, and I still don't have an answer.
It's almost asking me, what's the answer to the universe?
What?
What, the impatience thing?
Like, when is impatience good? Like, that's a pretty heavy question. Think about it.
You know what? So I forget exactly.
It's like, what's the
Well-
saying? Patience is a virtue. So it's like
But until it's not.
Yeah.
How about if there's a situation that needs to be handled? Say someone is in need, and then there's someone else advising you to be
But-
patient.
but
I got
then
one. I
there's,
got
That's
like-
one.
not
I got one.
impatience,
Then
though. That's
there's-
acting in a situation.
Then there's more questions.
which can be interpreted as impatience.
Yeah,
Can it
I was
not?
gonna say, like, what if like our country's being bombed, and the guy's like, "Hey, we have to be patient. We're being bombed," and we're like, "No, we need to do something about this."
That's like
Right.
basically what
It's
I
like,
said.
I
yeah.
know. Yeah,
It's
that's
like this. That's what I'm trying to
It could be spun.
conceptualize.
So I guess shaping your impatience into urgency.
But isn't all urgency
Yeah, you
impatience?
know what? Chris said this about like 4 minutes ago, and it was just a really shitty question.
'Cause
Yeah,
there's,
it
so,
was.
More
there's,
I'm thinking about.
you
Sorry.
can,
Why does it keep
yeah,
doing that?
yeah.
I don't know.
Urgency
there's so many
in a
questions.
sense is impatience
I got a question.
in certain circumstances.
What's
Though.
up, Doc?
What are you thinking about?
Oh,
have a
wait.
question.
Please don't hurt my head with this question, because Rocco's got me hurting. My head hurts.
Get me thinking.
Are you ready? In the seconds before you die, you are allowed to know everyone who is secretly in love with you at some point. Do you want to know?
Well, yeah. Why not? I mean, you're about to die anyway. It's not like you can think about it forever.
No.
It's not like you had like a lifelong childhood love that you never got to marry or something, and then you can think about it. You just die. You said the minutes before your death.
Yeah, but what if that's like 5 minutes? That's a long 5 minutes.
It's like, do you really want that to be the last thing you're thinking about, or do you want to relive all the good things in your life?
Yeah.
Could you imagine if I like happened to walk by, like say Kate Beckinsale, and she loved me for a second because my beard looked smooth?
No, you would have a bad death, you know?
That would
Yeah.
suck.
I
You
would.
know what I mean?
Oh my god.
I'm sorry. Yeah, if there's audio issues, we're gonna fix them.
I wouldn't want to know. That's
I
my
wouldn't want to
answer.
know either. That would be like Rocco said. What if I walk past Megan Fox and they
Yeah.
were, oh my god, I'm in love
Well,
with him.
it's also hard to say now. I mean, all of us are in committed relationships where we enjoy our
I don't
partners
really care
in
about
life,
that.
and well, I'm saying like imagine. Imagine.
Well, I'm thinking like what Earl said. If like Megan Fox like was in love with me, I like that's how I'm saying.
Well, what I'm trying to say is that if you were with one person for a very long time and you truly love them, you wouldn't really care if other people loved you.
If you were to ask me if I wanted to know right now, everyone who was possibly in love with me, I would want to know.
right now,
Yeah, because what if
Yeah.
it is Megan Fox? Then I'm going to act on that shit. I'm going to
Yeah.
be like, are you still in love with me?
Oh, I wouldn't want to know that. That's the beauty of the journey, figuring out.
What the
What
hell?
about your girlfriend?
It's
Shut
Megan
up, Rocco.
Fox.
Is my mic working?
Yeah.
Have you ever
100%.
seen her in person?
No.
Then she probably wouldn't love you.
But what if she saw me on Instagram?
Could be.
You do have a very
Well,
nice
she probably
Instagram
would love
page.
you then. I mean,
You know
you're
what?
handsome and shit, but
I guarantee if you were patient, nothing would happen. But if you were impatient and tried, there could be something there.
Yeah, but it's not though.
Well, you know what else is an issue with that question is that it's very objective because patience to me might not be patience to you in certain situations. It's all
What?
situational.
What? What do you mean patience to me is
Like,
not patience to you? Patience is
For
patience.
example, that's not true.
Patience is
Patience can be interpreted in many different ways, and it's
Elaborate.
situational.
Elaborate.
Because say in this sense we're saying patience is waiting for something. To me, I would consider it being patient for waiting 30 minutes for something. To you, you would say you'd have to wait an hour and then
Or
That's
No, but
or-
the definition of patience is still the same. It's the
Yeah.
time you're talking about.
What about this though? What about if you apply for a job and then you're just getting really impatient? It's been like a month, but like you're getting impatient, so you call them every day, and then they're just like, "Yo, fuck this kid. We're not hiring him. He's annoying because he's so impatient."
Well, there's a wider spectrum to that. You should just keep applying for any job.
But what if this is my dream job and I want to know if I got it or not, and it's taking 2 months, and I call them every single day? Impatience is bad there because they're gonna be like, "This kid is so goddamn annoying. He calls us every single day on his job status."
If you apply to a job that you've never worked for before, how do you know it's your dream job?
Well, that's
Most
not a
people
part of
have
this.
a dream
That's not a
job,
part of the
though.
Why are you always gonna
scenario.
make things complicated?
It's part of the mindset. It is. You
But
don't
what
know
if
if that's
they're-
your dream
they're-
job.
no shit. So nobody's allowed to have a dream job then?
Well, why don't you just make the job that you currently have better?
No, that's very easy to say. You quit a job yourself. Why didn't you make that better?
Oh, because
We've
they're
all quit before.
well, I've had to advance monetarily, and I've had to make better decisions for myself.
Yeah.
But
so you
like,
quit.
why can't I just have a dream job?
So it
Because-
wasn't your dream job and you didn't make it better.
Because there's no such thing as a job where you're just going to walk in and get flowers handed to you and just smell the roses and be
Okay,
happy
well
with it.
that is like very
Can I ask why
situational.
you're
What if I said I was a CrossFit coach and I loved it, and my dream job is being a CrossFit coach, but it's not.
You wouldn't know until you got it, I guess.
Yeah.
There would still be
My
some
dream
tough.
job is being an MLB head coach, but like, I'll never know.
You always talk about
until I get it.
dreams. The You're right. It could not actually be your dream job, but most people have a dream job.
You know, like when you're 7 years old, and they're
Like,
"What
that's
do-"
okay.
And kids, I want to be
Yeah.
an astronaut, or I want
You're
to be a
basically
doctor.
telling little children that's not dream.
No, that's way different. They're allowed
No,
to
it's not.
imagine. You're telling me that I'm saying this
And
to every
we're
person.
not
on
allowed to
Earth.
imagine a dream job.
I mean, you can, but you can also like focus on
So you're
what's ahead of you.
But yeah,
you are
won't
pro
so if
giving
you-
up on your dreams.
But no, I'm being serious. So if you want to, if
We're
your
a pro
dream
giving
job,
dream
if your
cop
dream
podcast.
job is being an MLB head coach, isn't there more steps that you can take currently that go towards that?
Yeah, but you're saying it's not a dream job though,
Yeah,
because he never
yeah.
get it.
That's what we're
But
trying
how
to
do you
prove.
get to a dream job? You gotta like
No,
work
no,
hard
that's
for-
not. We're not
I'm
there
not
yet.
saying that.
We're not there yet. You just said you can't have a dream job because you never worked your job yet.
You can have a dream job, but it might not be your dream job.
Yeah, no shit.
But it is though, because like, and-
Well, for the time being, it is
Yeah.
until you get it.
and then,
then you find
then
out.
you'll know.
All right,
Well, we came to a middle ground here, but you see what I'm saying?
right. I'm gonna. Why the? My ears keep popping. Anyways, the middle ground, cool. I'm cool with it. It is
You are such
It's-
an
it's
interesting
all right,
cat.
right?
You know that?
it just works differently. Like I don't know what a dream job would be for me. What's your dream job?
What was your dream when you were a child?
I just like playing with action figures.
Okay, so what if you said, all right, I
What
didn't mean to laugh, but what if you said your dream
Like an-
job was like,
In high school, I wanted to be an
I
accountant.
wanted,
I was really good with numbers.
No, like let's think earlier. What about fourth grade? And they're like, draw.
I really want to be a professional hockey goalie, right?
I didn't even think about that. I was
Okay.
playing street hockey.
Well, you didn't have any dream.
No, I just focused on what I had to do each game to
Oh,
win.
it's just hard. No, I'm not talking. Let's just talk
No.
I'm
about.
being serious. I
No,
don't
no,
think
no.
about like this
Just in
dream
general.
job stuff. I really don't. Like, what do you want me to say? I'm
Not-
being
not-
Well, it's
completely
hard for me to
honest.
ask when you were 4 years old.
Get
'cause
off the
when-
dream job topic and just talk about like a dream. Like everyone dream, like my dream's to do this. Your dream's different,
But
obviously.
you're
to my
dreaming
dream.
of hypotheticals.
But like dreams can become realities, right?
Yeah,
That's the
every
saying.
dream is a hypothetical because it's not actually happened yet.
Right. So you're working towards it. So I'm focused on what I got to do now to see where it takes me.
Okay.
But that's
But it's
all right,
okay
but
to have a
that's not what
dream,
we're
like-
asking.
I don't
I still
understand-
want to know what if you ever had a
I've-
dream.
I'm really not processing. Like I've never had a dream job.
Okay. You don't
Okay,
have
fine,
to.
but that doesn't make it right to say that
I've had
you
a job-
don't know what your dream job is unless you
Well, you
Take-
did
do
say I wanted to be an accountant.
In high
Yeah.
school, I thought an accountant would be good. I learned the ins and outs in college and tried to get better at it. I realized I didn't want to have an office job. So, and then I kind of just realized that when I was looking at other jobs, there is no dream job for me that's realistic.
It's
And,
also okay
Well,
to
it
have
doesn't have
multiple
it
dream
doesn't have to
jobs.
be realistic though.
and then even the realistic ones, you realize that there's a lot of politics that goes on in that job too. Like there really is no, like if you look at MLB players, they're not going to play a season this year.
How do you know?
That's speculation.
Yeah.
I feel like you just have a really negative outlook on all this.
It's not a negative. It's being
Like
it's-
for example, my dream job would be to work from home and just like trade all different types of assets and make more money and not actually work. But it's technically a job because you make money, right? That's like my dream. And it's possible, but can I do it right now? No. And will I ever do it? Probably not. But it's a dream.
Not with that attitude, of course.
I mean, I'd like you have to be
Well, you're taking the
realistic
steps
with it.
to do
like,
it, like Rocco says, but you work from home and you like buying NFTs.
yeah, there's steps. You know, there has to be step. Yeah, if your dream job is to become a lawyer,
I mean,
your steps
Well,
are
no,
gonna go to
so
school and get
I'm
the
genuinely
license.
thinking in my head, like, why haven't I thought about having a dream job? I'm seriously going through in my head right now. I've never
and
had
then,
a dream job.
even to bank off of what you're saying, out of like what is realistic and what is also not. I mean, as we're saying, like other common sayings, they always tell you shoot for the stars. I would never imagine I would ever tell myself, yo, I'm just gonna make $40,000 a year and that's gonna be it for the rest of my life, right? Like nobody wants that.
Mm-hmm.
But like realistically, sure, that is what is going to probably go down in most of our lives. Anybody listening,
Outside of the first like
that's-
2 years of college,
you're going to make $40,000. Some people do it. Some people make 40 or even less than $40,000 a year, but they don't aspire to do that. You always aspire to do better.
Well,
And
that's-
sure, maybe that's your
All right.
reality.
You
But-
know what? You know, I actually went through a phase. I went through a giant phase of being all in on wanting to grow a nonprofit, to have an animal shelter, and to actually do it the right way, where it was no kill and
you
whatnot.
did always say that.
Yeah.
And-
That could be a dream.
And then you realize that that's just not a dream job because there's other hardships that the pros outweigh the cons. Like, yeah,
Why can't that be a dream job?
because for a nonprofit and to live reasonably and to do it right, like I'm not going to sacrifice my happiness and time of others and whatnot for a life of a job where it is a dream job, but it's just not. You need to put more into it. It's kind of like what Tom Brady said about football. I'm not 100% committed going into this next year, so I'm out. I need to make sure that I need to have the time, the resources, understanding there's financial hardships. So I accepted it, and then I moved on.
Yeah, but that can always come true down the line. You never know.
Maybe
You have that in the back of your head.
it
I
could
mean,
be something I do
Well,
down the
if
road.
you don't completely write it
Shouldn't
off,
we
you know?
always aspire to do
Yeah.
better?
You should, but there's also a total real number value to everything you're doing and what goes into that dream. Like if Doc truly wanted to be an MLB head coach, he'd probably
No.
have to make a lot of
That was just-
sacrifices.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's say like Chris just said, I think I would like to become a collegiate head coach one day for baseball. Right. So what am I doing now? I'm
Coaching
a
a
level before.
JV.
I'm a JV high school
I don't.
baseball
I
coach.
really don't want to sound like a dick, but this is sad.
Yeah.
I-
We're a pro. Don't have dream podcast now. It seems.
No, and also Rocco, I sometimes a dream doesn't have to be realistic, and especially not in the moment. For me, it's unrealistic to quit my job and be a trader, but that doesn't mean it can't be in the future. Doc might be an MLB head coach one day.
Yeah, like
But,
always
like,
aspire
right
for
now,
more.
obviously
you know?
he's not and can't be, but it's possible.
Or
That's
who
why
know-
it's a dream.
Who even knows, Rocco? Down the line, you win $7 million if you play the lottery, and then boom, you have an animal shelter that's no kill, and it's awesome.
And like $6 million more.
You could
Yeah.
the dream. The
You
dream's
could
never
build the
the
greatest
dream's
animal
never dead
shelter
unless
ever.
you make it realistically.
Yeah, it's there, but you also.
But then
I don't like. For example, like
you know
when
what? You know what we need to
if
stop
I was in
doing?
if
The
I was in
butts.
position
No more butts.
if I was in position, what do you mean no more butts?
No more butts.
Why you should always think about the other side to come up with a full conclusion.
Butts. Let's-
Well, we're going on like half an hour now, and you said butt to everything I've had to
Because-
yeah,
say.
but yeah, but yeah. Come
Well,
on, no more
because we talk
butts.
about dream jobs, why would we think about a dream job if we have to focus on the now? Like if the dream job's in position, sure, I'll try it, but there's no reason to focus on it now.
It's just like
I'm trying to
So
ask
it
you.
just sounds like
you're the VK
pessimistic
right
to
now.
me.
I
like,
don't think I'm pessimistic. I actually genuinely enjoy every day I wake up when like I go to be a teacher, and then I go to serving. I love serving. Like I love serving tables. I'm happy at my jobs. Like I'm happy when I'm in a good classroom and a good environment. Like I just
there's nothing
consider
wrong with that.
I don't think this thing should be labeled as a dream job when you can just make every day better yourself. You can inspire the people around you to enjoy what's going on. Like that's really the goal. Like I don't really think about a dream job because now you're cornering yourself into accepting a job that is your dream job, but not incorporating everything else. When really every job should have the same goals. Like that's the main part. That's like the dream job is like getting everyone on the same page, working towards what you're supposed to be when you go to work every day and you're on the same page and then you become a good team. Like that's all I believe in is teamwork at your job. That's what.
Right, well, everybody has different opinions of what they. Yeah, you believe in teamwork. I want to work by myself.
Yeah, I was
like
gonna
it's
say,
just
Chris
different.
wants to work from home and be a trader. There's no teamwork there. It's just self.
Is there no teamwork? Can he collab with another
But he
another?
doesn't
Sure,
wanna
but
do
that's
that.
not his
Yeah,
dream.
it's not his
Well, I
dream.
mean, obviously that's always open for interpretation, but yeah, it's different though. If you want to be on a team, then you're going to be on a team. If I want to work by myself, I'm going to work by myself. It's all, like I said, it's all objective,
I did take this question too literal, but I just never had a dream job.
and that's fine if you didn't,
Yeah.
and you like what you do, and that's good. Like, you know what I mean? It
Mm.
doesn't have to be like a bad thing.
But you guys got me thinking now.
Well, I think
Well, we
like
just
you
don't
said,
want
you
to
did
be
take it a little too
pro no dream
literal.
podcast. That's
Yeah,
not right.
yeah, no, that's what Chris is saying. Don't
I'm
take
just
it-
trying to like.
We're finding middle
mutually-
ground. That's
well,
all
I'm
we're
trying
at.
to agree to disagree. Like you don't think that it's right to have, or whatever the fuck you just said. You all said it. It all made sense. Yeah, it did. But at the same time, it's okay to have a dream job. So that's really all there is to it. Like everything you said makes sense. It does. It's a little bit. It's a little
It's a little
Pessimistic.
cynical.
It's a
It's a
little,
little
cynical. Just a
cynical.
little.
because it should be okay to dream, and you're not saying that it's not okay to
I
dream.
never said people
All right,
can't
shut
have
up.
a
I
dream
just
job.
said that.
I like,
But
yeah.
yeah, no, I see where you're
I was
coming.
explaining.
Oh my
I
God,
was
that
I was
happened
explaining
again.
my mindset. I was explaining
Right,
like what
yeah.
goes on in my head and
No,
why
it makes
like I don't
sense.
know why any like
Wait, you know what I really like right now that just reminded me? Like, Chris
What?
is a recapper.
of everything.
He just
I really
recapped
am.
everything.
You know what's funny? I noticed that a lot, especially with Rocco when he goes on rants. I
It-
like to try to bring it back together.
And make it all make sense, right?
Yes, because yeah, but because it's very easy to like,
'Cause we
especially if one
rambled.
person talks for a long time. We all do it, not just you, Rocco.
I do
But-
it, yeah.
but
Doc,
it's-
not so
I-
much. He doesn't say that many words. He's a
Doc
man
really
of few
don't
words.
talk. He just sits there miserable. But I like to bring it back together.
And I love
I'm
that.
Just kidding, Doc. Relax. Breaking balls, dude. Look at this shirt. Anyway,
I didn't say anything.
Rocco's in deep thought now. He's like, hold on.
I'm just
Damn.
well no because there's just like there's more questions I want to ask, but then it'll be taken like into a deeper conversation. Like I just try to understand why people think some type of way or whatever.
And that's all
yeah,
it is.
we're all just picking brains here.
We're all just humans, just living on
Dude,
the
we're all
planet.
just like flying through space right
Yeah.
now. Speaking of which, did you guys know that 99.8% of the mass in our solar system is the sun?
You don't even know that for sure though.
Here we go. Why? So this is
You
Rocco
don't know
Crazy
outrageous.
anything
Uptick.
for sure if you
just,
think
why
about
can't
it.
you just be like, wow, that was really cool, Chris? Oh my god, really cool, Chris. Like,
It's literally math. Math is just undefeated.
yeah, I thought you were a math guy. Statistics are facts.
I am,
If
but
you
what
have
if we don't have the
proven-
tools?
No,
then-
they exist. Because why the fuck would that number even be real?
I mean, I like the skepticism, I will say. You should be a skeptic.
You got- you-
Well, I
you
mean,
know what
are
science-
the Skip Bayless of this podcast.
No, you know what science says? They appreciate you to be objective. They want you to be
Well,
objective
yeah.
every day.
Yeah, that's why there's millions and millions of experiments run to prove something correct.
Hmm.
Because there's enough people that were questioning it.
How is the sun 99.9% of the mass in our solar? Our
It's that big.
It's that big. Did
Now,
you
is
know
the
that
solar
1 million
system-
Earths can fit inside the sun? It's huge.
Now is the solar system the
Wow.
same thing as the universe?
No,
That is another question.
The u-
no, because our solar system is all the planets and moons and this revolving around the sun.
Okay,
Well,
I think
yeah,
I
the
think I got the
universe
question
is the
misconstrued.
universe.
The universe is infinite.
I think that's what
The
I think I got.
universe
It
is
depends.
everything.
That's why I said what I said.
That
I
also
got 'em
depends who you ask.
misconstrued.
Because there are
It
some.
does depend who you ask if you think about it.
We talked about this like the 5th episode of our podcast.
It
And I
was
think
labeled the universe.
And I think I need to revisit it because I had some other questions for you guys about
Hold
it.
on. So just to explain, it's all of the planets, all of the moons of the planets, and all of the stars within, and then just the sun. The sun takes up 99.8% of the mass of all of that.
Oh yeah, that's okay.
Makes more sense.
That makes
now,
way more sense.
But it also is
Yeah.
still very hard to conceptualize to me, at least. I don't fucking get that.
When I said we weren't sure if we had the tools, I was referring to the universe. That's why
Oh, yeah,
it's all
no.
making sense.
Well,
We
that-
now.
can't
I
possibly
understand.
measure that.
No.
It's infinite.
Right, I
And it's
understand now.
infinitely growing, apparently. That's what they say. But who the fuck
There's
is
no
it?
way for us to know that. For all we know, we're on the Truman Show. Tune in to Channel 1 to watch Doc, Chris, and Rocco podcast. And here we are, and the aliens are laughing at us.
What about you?
I'm here too. I'm the one speaking. Do I have to announce myself?
Well, you made it sound like it was just us three on another screen. You know what I'm saying?
Or maybe I'm the one that
The
producer
director
You're
of our life?
Truman.
Yeah, and I could tell you guys, or maybe I never will.
Oh my god!
Could
I
you-
think Rocco would be Truman if anything.
Oh my god, yeah.
Could you imagine if I just ended up taking a boat out in the ocean and hit a wall, and that was it?
I actually could.
That was the beginning of my new life.
You just started going crazy because you think everybody's watching you.
If that happened to you, you'd have to think you can never trust anything again.
No, ever, nothing. Even your own wife. Did he have a child?
No.
Mm-mm.
No, everyone just loved him though. Like he was just a great guy. He would walk out of his house and everyone would be like, "Hi, Truman."
The funniest was when they would do the ads. She would be like, "Guess what I just bought?" And it was like, she gave the ad for it. You know what I'm talking about? I
Oh.
forget it. But
Oh my goodness.
great movie, but yeah, weird. What did you ever watch that, Ryan?
Plenty of times.
Yeah, a lot.
You liked it?
Loved it.
All right,
I
man.
feel-
A few words.
I feel bad. I feel like I made this podcast too literal.
It could be.
I feel like I
Well,
shot
that's
down.
okay.
I shot down the child.
You yeah.
Well, everything that we said.
You suck. You
I
know
mean,
what?
to be fair, you did call me Pipsqueak to start the show.
That's
Okay.
fair.
Okay.
But
that's
then
fair.
you had to say I'm not a pipsqueak. Usually, if you
Well,
say
yeah, I
I'm
mean,
not
like,
a pipsqueak,
if I
you are
said you're
pipsqueak.
an ugly bitch, like what? Are you gonna say I'm not an ugly bitch?
Well,
Like,
no, I mean I'm just not ugly.
Okay, so you just proved me.
Yeah,
proved
but
me
that's
my
more
point.
of like you could just look at me and know that. I can't look at you and not know you're a pipsqueak.
Yeah, you can.
I mean,
Well, I know because I know you, but like if a random person saw you on the street, they might not think you're a pipsqueak.
Are you gonna let me slap you right now?
We're gonna do
Like,
this live
actually?
on air.
are you gonna slap him?
I can slap you.
God,
Yes.
All right.
Are you gonna slap him hard? God
guys-
damn it.
this is
You
bad
guys better
radio.
watch this
But
on
Because
YouTube.
listen, Doc's been waiting for this moment for a very long time,
this is bad radio at the moment.
and I lost the
but
bet. And in response, I didn't buy silly string as well.
There's a lot of expensive equipment here. Can you guys please be careful?
No water.
But still,
Yeah, move the mic.
okay.
You're gonna have to tune into YouTube to see this.
Just make it quick.
You don't even
You're
have to
getting
slap
out,
him
yeah.
hard. You
Don't hit him with
Yeah,
all
make it
your
like a
force,
good-
bro. Like
I
Make it like a
know,
good noise.
Jesus God.
all right.
That was a decent slap. It
Yeah,
wasn't
that
too
was-
hard. It
that was
wasn't too
considerable.
light.
That was that
Let's
hurt
go
me
on.
more than you think.
Yeah, it hurt my hand a little bit.
Oh, that was a good
Your
one.
I got the
hand?
jaw. I got
That's
the
like
jaw.
a pipsqueak move, dude.
I got the jaw. Sorry.
But listen,
You
I don't
alright?
think there's anything wrong with your literalness, Rocco. At the end of the day, we're all our own human beings. No two of us are the same. We all have the way we think, and that's the way we think, and that's kind of it. Sure, can you offer criticism from others? That's fine as long as it's constructive criticism. But at the end of the day, we all have the way we think, and of course, plasticity is good in changing your mindset. Otherwise, you'll always just be a old man stuck, well, not you specifically, but anyone. Plasticity is good,
It's a nice word.
and it's always good to change.
I'm as we're wrapping up there, we're 43 minutes into the pod. Dude, that hurt. Anyway, we're good. We're back. Anyways, what I wanted to say was the reason why I got on the literalness of it is I treat everything so mathematical it hurts. Like, especially once you know what's really hard to accept, and I don't even want to go fully down this road, but to believe religion for such a long time and then hearing so many scientific theories and being in such a mathematical scientific education in college has really just made me completely rethink everything. It's really weird.
We're just not going to go down that road.
Dude,
if you guys
it's-
want to, I would love to next week or something. But
No,
I
I don't
want to
go down that road, but
those
that-
people, man.
But that plays a part in everything because now I treat every single thing that I do like a decision, like it's an equation. Like, and you know what? Somebody else said something about this. I forget who it was, but somebody said, "Why do I get mad? Think about the result of getting mad." Okay, now if you treat it like a math equation, instead of you getting mad, even if you felt like it was worth it, what's the result of you not getting mad? I guarantee you it's better. And I was like, whoa.
You should put that on a card.
That makes a lot. That's a really
That's where
good
it
point. And
We're done.
I just
We're,
wanted to say,
we're done with the philosophical stuff. I'm sorry.
I only believe in the Lord of Light.
There is only one God, and that's death.
You guys got me overthinking the. I got to be more imaginistic.
You need to just open your mind a
Good.
little bit.
And that's what I'm saying. He's learned to be more plastic.
Well, one thing I stick by is that, your views, you should be open-minded to changing your views on things. Not you personally. I'm just saying
in
in
a
general.
general sense. Yeah.
That's something that I have learned.
And
over
that's what you
time,
just
and
that's what you just did, Rock. You heard all of our opinions, then you realized, maybe you guys might be right.
is you got to think, and just think about someone. There's people in all of our lives that have certain viewpoints that they are so incredibly
Almost fanatically.
stuck on, and you got to think they kind of suck when it comes down to it. There's certain people, and in an aspect, like just talking completely out of the blue, think of someone that's very, very stern on one thing, and they won't change their mindset on it, and you won't bring it up around them. Just it could be whatever. Most people listening to this thought of someone.
Yeah, I did.
Uh-huh.
I just
And
did.
being like that, it's not the best. You got to be open-minded, man.
Then you also hear how people always wanted to be a music entertainer, and then after that, 80% of their revenue went to the record company, and that was just part of the sacrifice of their job, their dream job. So it's like, is there really a dream job, or
Oh
are they
my
always
God!
out to catch you?
What
I didn't even say
what
anything
just
about a
happened
job.
here? I thought we found that middle ground.
It just
Yeah,
always
but
goes through my
That's
head.
their fault, man. Like Taylor Swift, perfect example. I
Right.
mean, she got taken
Listen,
advantage
listen,
of.
Listen.
But like,
Right.
it's in the proof is in the pudding. You signed the paperwork.
She overcame it, though.
We're
She's
not going
doing
to slander.
pretty
Yeah,
fucking good for
we're not going to
herself.
slander
She-
Taylor.
she
She's
is
got
doing-
more money than I'll ever make in 10 lifetimes.
She
so.
is doing pretty good for herself, huh?
I was just
Yeah,
saying
guess
how,
what?
like,
She's living her dream.
just be open-minded.
Mhm.
And
I mean, she was living her dream then. She didn't even
Yeah.
realize until like her mid-20s, right, that
Old,
she
very
actually
old.
wasn't living
Not
her
very
dream.
old.
She was like, "Holy shit, I'm actually like don't have as much money as I
handcuffed.
thought." Yeah. But hey, I mean, you got to fail in life to succeed, and that's just kind of it, man.
I
Life
think I
is the
said that
dream.
earlier.
Life is the dream.
What is a dream?
You know what they
I'm not
say?
going
down
The wolf
this.
on the hill isn't as hungry as the wolf climbing the hill.
This
So,
is week 6, I think.
and I'll say it every week until the end of my life.
I'm thinking about, as we're closing out here, I'm thinking about posting a little bonus preview on the Super Bowl if the Rams win tomorrow. Just on my Yeti mic, little 5 minutes.
Okay.
You want me to do my Super Bowl picks?
Do you have a lock?
Yeah. No, what? Oh, I need a lock now.
Well, no.
No,
well,
he has
I
bets.
guess- okay, yeah.
I found like cool like prop bets.
Like that you favor?
you got bets?
They're fun.
Okay, so we won't add it to your lock total, but this is just
No.
bets
No,
you're
the
preferring,
props
right?
are
yeah,
not
yeah,
locks.
Okay. No, that's
Did
fine.
you just drink my water, Doc?
No, I have my water right here.
I think I just watched you drink my water.
We have video of
Oh,
it.
you keep saying that like I did something earlier that you
That's
watched.
disgusting.
If anyone's
Okay.
on the YouTube video, I guess they can rewind it and see it.
All right, so first prop that I think is really cool, and you pretty decent odds on it, is the final score to have occurred as past Super Bowl final score.
Whoa.
Yes is 5-1.
Really?
As a past Super Bowl score?
Yeah,
Wow.
How many Super Bowls have there
it's
been?
plus 50.
This
This
is
is 56.
6?
So, do you think the game's going to be a shootout, though?
Well, that might be my lock.
Also,
I
Well,
might
there's
take
been
the
other
over.
Super Bowls, like
Yeah.
the Eagles and Patriots, 41-33.
we really don't know. Like, we don't know off the top of our head.
Like
What
what
was
the
the score
scores
of
are.
Super Bowl
Yeah.
one?
Well, and that's why I'm thinking
right? Like, you'd have to do
I-
some research to
I mean,
think
you
if
got
you.
like a 1 in 55 chance. if you
Is this the
think about
50?
it.
Yeah.
Is this the 56?
And they're only giving you 5-1. It's kind of crazy.
Well, if you think about it, there's only
it's
so
pretty
many
cool,
ways.
though.
There's
It
only
should be
so
like-
many ways a Super Bowl or a football score can end. It can't end 1-0, right? So they're
No.
Actually, you
Well-
can.
How?
It's I'm telling you right now, it's the most bizarre thing.
1-0.
ever. But if you look it up and like read the entire thing on it, it's like
NFL?
yeah, I'm not
How?
going to
There's
do it.
a safety
it's
that's 2 points. There's a touchdown
but
that's
there's
6,
a,
and there's a field goal
rule
that's 3.
Can you
that
explain the
nobody
premise?
really knows about. I can't because it's
Like,
way
is it-
too confusing.
Is it like a tie game at the end of the game and like something?
No, so
It has to probably do with like a certain type of play,
yeah,
right?
it's something with like a. I think it's like a 2-point. You have to, dude. I'm telling you, look it up, and I can't even think of it. I heard it on another podcast, and
I don't
they
believe
proved
you.
it right. Like it's an actual thing.
All right, Earl's gonna dig into this.
All right, well, yeah, Earl can end 1-0.
All right,
so.
well, you look it up. I'll keep saying my other picks.
Okay, so it's gonna end as a previous
I
score.
could be wrong
yes.
though. I'm
No,
pretty sure I
that's-
heard.
Oh, you're talking about the 1-0
Yeah,
thing.
but I remember. I think it's You know what I think it is? I think it's possible to score 1 point.
Oh yeah, it is.
What? Can you explain this?
I don't. So I'm just looking right on Google, and it just says a conversion safety
Yeah.
by the defense is also possible, though highly unlikely. And I'm gonna read about what exactly that means.
Okay. So another prop pick here is: will there be a successful 2-point conversion attempt? And the guess is plus 235. And I think there will be a successful 2-point
Plus
conversion. I don't know why.
235?
Just
Those are
like
two.
the Rams, like they
There's gonna be an
Bengals like to go for
octopus.
2 too. Yeah, that'd be wild.
Well, also what plays into your mind is those are just two reliable
what that
teams
is.
to convert a 2-pointer.
No, an octopus is when the same
6 and
person
2,
that
right?
caught the touchdown catches the 2-point conversion, or scored the touchdown,
Really?
scores the 2-point conversion.
Okay. Hold on, I have an answer. Are you
Yeah.
guys still in the middle of something?
No,
go
we
ahead.
got real quick to recap Doc's 2 picks. We have yes that it will end in the previous score, and yes for a 2-point conversion.
If there is a
Cool.
safety, so this is how a 2-point conversion sets up, right? They start on the 2-yard line, the offense. If they get safetied, that's 1 point
Yeah.
for the other team that safetied them.
Okay, so it's impossible for a game to end 1-0
yeah, but it's
now.
possible to score 1 point,
Okay.
right? So I said it wrong, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because in order to be set up for a 2-point conversion,
You'd
you
have
to
to
score a
score
touchdown.
6.
Yeah.
Wait, so all right, one more time. They go for the 2-point conversion,
And
but
then somehow end up the quarterback gets sacked in his
goes
end
98
zone.
yards back, and
For
they
a
sack
safety.
them. The other team gets 1 point.
Yes.
That's incredible.
So the lowest that a game can be scored with 1 point is 6-1.
No, 2-1.
No,
No, because to get the 6,
you need to line up at
well,
the
the
2
lowest
point.
it can be scored is 2-0.
No, right, in
technically.
general, but I'm saying with 1 point, the lowest it could ever be.
Oh,
is
it
6-1.
also it
Oh.
also works for extra points too. I mean, if
Yeah,
some
that's another thing.
if
right?
some way your
You got
quarterback
blocked.
if your quarterback bobbles the snap and decides to run 98 yards negatively and
I feel
get
like
sacked.
that is more. Only if they get sacked.
I mean, imagine if they block a field
impossible.
goal 98 yards and then your kicker recovers it and
Recovers
it
you
and
end
gets
zone.
tackled.
Yeah.
It's possible though. So imagine the other team recovers the fumble and then they fumble at the 2-yard line of the other
Right.
end zone. Now it's possible for the team who originally kicked to recover it.
It's
and lose a
very
point.
unlikely though.
Right.
It is very
It's
unlikely.
But you-
incredibly unlikely.
But you would want to recover that in your end zone as a safety because that's 1 point as opposed to the other team getting 2 points.
Yeah.
Can you put the cap on that water? You're making me nervous.
I'm gonna
You have a
finish it.
last pick, Doc?
I have 3 more.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm just double checking something really quickly.
Can you parlay all of these?
That's a very good
Probably
question.
not.
We should.
I don't think you can.
Yeah.
Not Super Bowl props.
La,
Only
la, la.
certain ones.
T. Higgins over 5.5 receptions. You're getting plus odds. He's kind of been Joe Burrow's like go-to guy. He's had 7, 6, and 6 in the playoffs so far, so it's not a bad bet if you're getting plus odds on it, right?
All right.
It's not like crazy, but it's plus 106. You know.
Okay. For T.
even
Higgins
money,
to get
but-
plus over 5.5
5.5.
receptions.
Joe Mixon over 24.5 receiving yards.
Okay.
Even money. They like to run a lot of screen passes, the Bengals, and they're going to have to with that Rams defensive line.
And that secondary.
And I like Cooper Kupp over 105.5 receiving yards.
Just
he's-
'cause
It's a
he's
lot,
a
but
stud.
like
he's just the goat, and he's going to continue
Yeah.
being the goat, or he's having the goat
Yeah.
season.
And my lock might be the over in the game, but I don't know yet.
We already said our Super Bowl predictions last week. We don't need to go down that road again, do we? Unless you guys have had a change of heart.
Oh,
Nah.
Rams, baby. Yeah, there's nothing to talk about. Rams win. I'll be on tomorrow night. I'll be giving a quick 5-minute celebration.
So since I'm the recap guy, we had a really nice workout, had a nice turnout. Friends showed up, worked out. Rocco doesn't believe in dreams, and
No, he's changing.
no, Rocco is adjusting to changing his views.
believe
on
in dream
things.
jobs. I just don't think they're actually dream jobs. Look ahead.
And Doc gave us some picks, and we're all just gonna crush Monday, right, Earl?
Yeah, I was thinking about saying something and it just completely left.
It's gone forevers,
It's not gone forever. Nothing is really gone forever besides when
except the Snapchat.
what is dead may even never die. I mean, we move on with the memory of
Man,
them forever.
I love the Game of
Like,
Thrones. Like,
The Lord
uh,
of Light.
I'm just thinking about a
And
lot,
those the
man.
Greyjoys.
You're watching Game of Thrones right now?
Yeah.
For
Rocco,
somebody
you should watch it.
for somebody who's not for somebody who hasn't watched it, who actually doesn't have an interest in watching it for no reason other than it's not in my current plans. What would you
I
what would
was-
you say to persuade me? What
What I'll
gets me
say to
going?
persuade you is that I told Doc probably about 20 different times that I'm never gonna watch Game of Thrones. It's too long and it's like old medieval shit that I don't really like. One day I just said fuck it and watched it, and
You exude some plasticity.
it is arguably the best show I've ever watched and will ever watch.
Ah, I figured it out.
So that's it, Rock.
I'm just really grateful. I really am.
Thank you.
We started the episode up.
Thank you.
Shout out to Ryan. I really am. My belly's full. I can't believe the sort of people that support us. If you're listening to this, thank you. That's
Love you.
all I can really say.
Yeah,
you
thank
know what I
you.
mean? It's without you
I love
guys,
you.
our dream's dead. We do have a dream of becoming podcasters at the end of the day, right, Rock? We dream that.
Ooh, look at that.
Becoming
It all comes back.
real life, monetary. We could do this for a side job,
No, for a living.
for a living, maybe even. It's a dream, and without anybody who's listening in their car, in their home, on their earphones at work, wherever the fuck you are, it's really not possible without you guys. And today
And
was
I love you.
today is a fractional amount of people that do listen to our podcast, and when you are listening, thank you.
Love you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That was nice, Earl.
Bye.
All right, bye.
Thank you.